This video is an overview of the American Nurses Association, and the beginning talk about its code of ethics. We will go into a little more detail on parts of the code next week. The American Nursing Association, it's the professional organization that is most recognized as representing registered nurses in the United States. It was actually founded in 1896, and it advocates for high standards of practice, well-being and workplace safety, ethical practice and professional accountability, and health policy and legislative advocacy. It serves as one voice nationally for nurses, influencing healthcare policy, regulation, and professional standards. When I started as a nurse, the ANA was located in, I believe it was Kansas, but they moved their offices to Washington, D.C. to have a greater proximity to power in their desire to serve as a national voice regarding policy and regulation. The ANA Code of Ethics, it's what defines the ethical foundation of nursing practice. It's the framework for ethical decision-making. It's a guide for professional conduct in any nursing role or place. It's a statement of the nurse's obligations to patients, communities, and society. It applies to all nurses regardless of their specialty, their role, or where they're employed. It reinforces our responsibility to promote health, prevent illness, protect human dignity and rights, and advance social justice and health policy. The American Nursing Association first formally adopted its Code of Ethics in 1950, while the organization considered a proposed Code of Ethics in 1926 and a published code called a tentative code in 1940. The 1950 adoption of the Code for Professional Nurses marked the first official, formal, and binding code of ethics for our profession. In the original structure of the 1950 code included 17 provisions. Now there are 10. It covered topics like confidentiality, respect for religious beliefs, and responsibility for care for patients. It has gone numerous revisions to reflect changes in society, technology, and nursing practice, with significant updates in 1968, 1985, 2001, 2015, up to the most recent version updated in 2025. It was designed to establish ethical standards for practice, moving from early rules of conduct to modern patient-focused and non-negotiable moral standards. Before the 1955 adoption, nurses often relied on the Nightingale Pledge, which was created in 1893. Key principles outlined in the ANA Code of Ethics are respect for human dignity and the inherent worth of every person, a primary commitment to the patient, whether the patient is an individual, family, community, or population, advocacy for patient rights, safety, and well-being, accountability and responsibility for nursing practice and professional growth, collaboration with other health professionals and the public, obligation to address social determinants of health, health disparities, and systemic inequities, and a duty to influence health policy and promote social justice at the local, national, and global levels. Next on our agenda, complete this week's assignments. Familiar yourself with the ANA Code of Ethics. You don't need to read the whole thing, but read through the code and then prepare for a more in-depth discussion of Provision 8 next week. Thanks and have a great week.